Now that everyone has a full-time schedule, it is time to show you all how to access your schedules on WebSys and how to look at your bill, as well as to look at your week at a glance, which shows you how your classes are laid out throughout the week. Now, we met earlier today. If you called into the Zoom call at 10 a.m., I gave you guys updates on your schedules, as well as the university reopening plans. If you did not make the call, please reach out to me individually. If there's anything that I can answer, I'll answer it for you. But to sum up what we covered in today's class, some of you all in the beginning of the day only had 13 credits. But as of now, everyone has 16 credits. Again, as of right now, every single one of you all has 16 credits in the system. So you have a full-time completed schedule. So you should be able to log in and access your schedules. To do so, you simply log on to WebSys. When you're on WebSys homepage, you're going to click on your student tab. Click over to registration. And there's three different ways you can kind of view your schedule. The first way that I want to show you all would be the registration history. This is the simplest way that you can kind of look at your courses. In your student account, it's just going to list fall 2020. This is my personal account with classes that I've taken in the past. But it will show you a list of classes that you have that you're currently registered for. Another way you can access your classes would be to click your week at a glance. This will most likely be the most useful way for you all to look at your classes. So you'll click at week at a glance. It'll pop up the classes that you have in a weekly format, the way that it's laid out throughout the week and the times that you have those classes. Now keep in mind, my account is not active as a student account, so it's showing me my week at a glance. But for you all, you're not going to see a week at a glance for this week. As you notice, mine says December 19th, 2016. Your account is going to show the recent week or the current week that we're on. You don't have any classes right now. So you're going to scroll over to the right and click on next week. You're going to click all the way until you see September 9th, the week of September 9th, or any time after the week of September 9th. Once you do so, you should see a picture like this, which has your classes listed out, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the times that they are. This is the most, I guess, the easiest or simplest way that you can look at your classes and know what time you have those classes and which day you have those classes. Last but not least, you guys can also go back and click on Student Detail Schedule. I don't currently have a student detail schedule, but when you guys click on Student Detail Schedule, what it's going to show you is a picture of all of your classes in this format. So every one of your classes will be listed with the instructor's name, the CRN number, as well as a link to click to their email. Again, to access your schedules, you would click on your student tab, you would click on registration, week at a glance to see the weekly view of your schedule, or you can click on registration history to see a list of the classes that you're currently registered for. Now moving forward in terms of looking at your bill, so a number of you all expressed that you haven't been billed for your tuition and fees as of this morning, even though you had classes in the system. That should change, and it should change any minute now, so just continue to check. In order to access your bill, you simply just have to click on your student tab one more time. You're going to click on Student Records, and you can click on Account Summary by Term. Obviously, my account doesn't have any balance yet. I'm not a student. I don't have anything to do with the institution. But for you all, if you have room, if you've registered for housing, you should have a room charge on there, as well as a meal plan. Those charges are going to fall off, or you should be reimbursed for those charges. If you have your tuition and fees, it's going to be listed here. Your total bill will always be reflected in your account balance. But keep in mind your the charge that you would charge for housing as well as your meal plan will be refunded. If you don't have your tuition and fees on here yet, do not panic. They should be reflective in the system in any minute. Just continue to check, as I mentioned in today's call earlier this morning. But this is how you would pay your bill. I mean, essentially view your bill. If you are ready to pay your bill, you click on student, and you, instead of clicking on your student records, you will just click on pay now. You will click on pay online now. It will take you to a page that looks something like this. So there's no payment for me to be able to make, but if you had a balance, you can click on pay, make a payment, and simply process your payment online. Now keep in mind, if you have financial aid or any grants or scholarships, make sure you're not paying more than you need to pay. So try to figure out how much you're going to have to owe after all of your award has paid out. But for students that were interested in knowing how to pay for classes, you simply just have to click on your student tab and hit pay now. Again, to access your bill, you will click on student records and you click on account summary by term. And your bill should be reflective here. Again, one last time, if you don't have tuition and fees reflective on this bill yet, do not panic. It will be on there. You guys have classes in the system. The bill should be on your account any minute. But these are the two things that I kind of wanted to show you all how to access. For students that were on the call this morning, we pretty much walked through this, but I also felt like it was important to make a video for you guys to have as a reference whenever you want to log in. If you have any issues with your schedule, or if there's anything that you notice in terms of classes, again, we discussed the classes that are on there. I verified and double-checked all the courses. Everyone should have 16 credits. Everyone is registered for a math course, an English class, a health course. It can either be Nutrition 160 or Health 203, and a social behavioral science, either Anthropology 110 or you're in Psychology 101. Everyone also has a freshman orientation class, English class, analytical reading class. So make sure you guys are accessing your schedules. Make sure you guys are taking care of your financial aid. And if there's anything on top of this that you need, please feel free to reach out to me.